Hey, what's up? Good night. It's your girl Sunshine the OG. I told you all I will be back, and I am back. Definitely came back regarding the whole takeoff situation that transpired in Houston, Texas last night on Halloween night down there in Houston, Texas. About 2:30 a.m. in the a.m. in the wee hours. Basically at those times, it's evident, and this has been stated on multiple different sites. I have uploaded a video myself on my channel with the site itself informing us that it was one of Takeoff's own fellow individuals, his fellow mates, that happened to be shooting back in defense wildly, and just so happened when Takeoff stood up to try to see where the shooting was coming from, I guess to try and flee, instead of him ducking, he literally stood up and got hit in the head. Like, if y'all look at the video on my channel, you can see the guy in the green fatigue with the dreadlocks. He's holding the top of Takeoff's head, the top of his dreads. He's holding, because there is where that huge exit hole is, okay, you all? Literally, you see a huge pile of blood flowing out of this young man's head. And that is where the bullet exited. I say that simply because I myself been shot twice, and you could just see, like, had that been the entrance wound is always going to be much smaller than the exit wound sometimes, okay, depending on the type of bullet you got hit with. And from the information that was put on the video, the writing on the information on the video, it states that Takeoff fell instantly when he got hit the first time, but he was hit again. So he was actually shot twice, but the first shot killed him instantly. His body dropped instantly. And that was the kill shot, that headshot. But it seems as if Quavo, and this is the thing, y'all, like I reported on Auntie Sam channel, I follow Auntie Sam, the Celestial Auntie Sam Joe. I've been following her for years. Shout out to her. I've been following her for years, since the Kanika Jenkins case, in all honesty. Awesome woman, beautiful spirit, loving woman, okay? Gives out great, truthful, factual information. High-ranking high priestess. Yes, she is. So with that being said, Auntie Sam Joe mentioned something very vital on her channel today. And regarding Quavo. See, Quavo is the individual that's into crypto trading. Crypto trading, yes. Offset is the more hot-tempered one. Takeoff, and it's funny that his name is Takeoff, and he's so cool, chill, and laid back, correct? You know, he's the total opposite. Quiet, laid back in the cut. You ain't really gonna hear too much. You will see him before you will hear him, because he's that type of nigga. You know, he was always fly. You will always see him before hearing him. He's never the loudest one in the room, you know. So, and it stated that on the video that I uploaded on my channel with him laid out on the ground, it stated that in writing, if you guys zoom in and pause the video and read those paragraphs from left to right, read the paragraphs that's on the left side and the right side, you will see what they're telling you, that they're describing Quavo was actually at the dice game, quiet, watching his brother's Quavo shoot dice, Quavo was losing in a dice game. This is what transpired. I'm only telling y'all what happened. Quavo was losing. He was shooting against. Now this is the kicker part. This is not what they're not telling y'all in the media. He was shooting dice. I guess they scared to say their name. I don't know why. Quavo was shooting dice with my mob ties. Y'all know who that is. And so happened he was losing. So Quavo got upset and started, bitching about the little money. Nigga said it was chump change anyway. It really wasn't nothing to fuss about. And the nigga from Mob Ties, dude wasn't having that. He wasn't going for none of that. And a little scuffle broke out, whoop-de-whoop, boom, bam, bam. Next thing you know, guns got pulled out. The Migos, I guess they was in some type of little huddle or whatever, and Takeoff, when the gunshots went off, Takeoff stood up. And when he stood up, in the midst of him standing up, his affiliate was shooting back in their defense, and he got hit by his affiliate's bullet. So, you all, now I understand why Quavo was on the ground holding his brother, crying like that. Because I'm a very observant individual. I just need to say this. I've been dropping these videos, giving this information out to you guys. I don't get paid for this. I don't come on here begging. But to you all who feel like this is no type of work, I take a lot of research. I go into a lot of research with providing this information to y'all. The same research y'all could do, but y'all choose not to. I will highly appreciate if you guys could donate anything to my CashApp. It's down below in my description bar. Feel free. Send something. Anything helps, Like I mentioned to y'all, I'm trying to get a new microphone, a new table setting. I want to be able to comfortably interact with you all and watch my channel grow. But I need the help from my supporters. I'm doing my part, putting out the content. Help me help you. So back to what I was saying. I now understand why Quavo was on the ground holding his brother, clutching his hands, can't let go. Like, no. It fucked me up. I watched that video about 7 times. I replayed it in slow motion to hear exactly what was transpiring. I got a lot to inform you all about in that little short amount of time. Quavo was mourning in guilt because he was the cause of his brother's demise. He know, had he not bugged out behind them couple of dollars, his brother will still be here. And this is the thing, y'all. Takeoff wasn't even shooting dice. That's the fucked up part about it. Dude wasn't even shooting dice. He was just around his brother that was shooting dice. Quavo was the one that was losing. He was the one that got upset, going at Mob Tie's neck. And Mob Ties went back at their neck. And guns got drawn. Shots went off. And Takeoff ain't ducked. He stood up and got hit in a line of fire of his own man. And this is the thing. A lot of these youngsters get these weapons and they don't take the proper procedures and training on using these weapons. There's no way you're supposed to shoot while your man was in a line of your fire. Now you're going to be charging his friend Takeoff's friend is going to be charged and held accountable for Takeoff's death. Sadly. So this young man is going to mourn. He's in his mind, just think about it. In his mind, in street mentality, I'm looking out for my little partner. I'm watching my little partner back. I shot back to get them niggas off us. Even though he got hit and died. But I was trying to help that boy. I was trying to help him. You know, I was trying to fucking kill them niggas for him. For them. So they say. For Quavo, so they say. This is in his mind. But in reality, your friend would have still been here if you didn't disarm your firearm, knowing you didn't have a clear shot. You know, knowledge is power, man. It's easy for I could go pick up a gun and shoot that bitch. Anybody could pick up a gun and baby, they got 2-year-olds picking up guns, shooting them bitches. Anybody could kill somebody. That's my whole point. But everybody can't deal with the consequences of killing somebody. When I tell you that conscience eat their ass up. Boy, that conscience be eating their ass up alive. Whew. When I say God be working on them, God be working on them. So this young man is gonna get questioned. What took place? Whoop-de-whoop. What happened? Tell me what happened from the dice game. Who got into it with who? How the argument transpired? Who pulled out the gun first? Who shot first? This is what he has to give. This is the information he could give up or he could keep to himself. Either they can handle this shit in the street. Ain't nothing to really handle in the street, in all honesty. Cause Takeoff day and it ain't like mob ties. You know, he was killed by his own man because they didn't have a clear line of fire. So either, you know, the young man, this is what he could either help the detectives. That's his only option, is to save himself. Cause you can't give up you can't really point no fingers at. Okay, this is the thing. You could point fingers at mob ties. Let's keep it a buck. You could point fingers at mob ties, but he was still killed by the bullet of your gun. Case closed. Case fucking closed. So with that being said, I just need y'all to understand that yes, it still was a ritual sacrifice. This was still all set up and planned. Why? Because they had to get the Migos down there. Okay, they had to get Takeoff specifically down there to Houston. The numbers surrounding Takeoff's murder screams ritual blood sacrifice. If I'm not mistaken, he died at 28 years of age. 28 in gematria equals 28 in gematria reduces down to kill. Excuse me. Kill. Yes. And in reverse gematria, 82 breaks down to MURDR. So it was gonna take place, y'all. And that's the thing. Think about it. This is how they. Shout out to my girl Guyla Haggins. I love her. My little Mississippi pound cake. That's my baby over there. I love Guyla. Like Guyla said, They kill y'all. They kill you. They kill them the way, how did she post it? They kill you the way you something. Basically, it's like making a mockery out of you. For instance, by Takeoff being a rapper, they connected his murder to a dice game. Basically, y'all know, dice games, anything drug related or street related, drug related, basically is a open shut case. But now, with the young man killing Takeoff with his own gun and him being a friend of Takeoff's, this is definitely going to be an open shut case. So Guyla was definitely right. They kill you the way you perpetrate. You give off being a gangster, they go kill you in a gangster matter. They go kill you in a street matter, which was the setup of a dice game. You know, y'all should be asking yourselves, what's so significant about these dice games? I just told you, a easy setup, open and close cases. That's what's so significant about them. I need you guys to hit my CashApp, bro. Show some love to you, girl. Real talk. I greatly appreciate it. You know, CashApp down below in the description bar. Show some love for the knowledge I'm giving y'all, for the bombs I'm dropping on y'all. Okay? Now, this young man is gonna cooperate with these cops. I could see him cooperating with these cops, because mainly he ain't gonna want have to deal with the tension from the other two brothers, Quavo and Offset. Think about it. That's a lose-lose situation. Why not me just take my lick as a man and, you know, I did that. Yeah, that was my work. I did that. You know, I'm moving forward. All them niggas could do, Offset and Quavo, is, you know, hold them down. Real talk. Because they know, in all actuality, it was an accident. Real talk. So on some shit, my ties, it still don't look good for y'all in all actuality, because y'all provoked the situation. Well, I ain't gonna say y'all provoked the situation. Quavo provoked the situation. He was the aggressor in the situation. So I could see why dude was on that ground like that, mourning his brother like that, because he know he was the cause of all this shit. Y'all feel me? Y'all see where I'm going? He was distraught like that because he know he was the reason why his brother's not here no more. Just imagine, y'all, having to explain to your mother and your dad why your sister no longer breathing, no longer here, on the behalf of you, a bad decision you made in one split second. Yes. So y'all, baby, I watched, like I told y'all, I watched the video 7 to 10 times, even in slow motion, to hear clearly and watch precisely. I watched Jay Prince Jr. walk past that man, cross right over that man's body. Not cross intentionally over his body, but literally walked over his body like, man, come on, man, y'all get up, man, come on, y'all gotta go. Man, y'all gotta go. Ain't no sense of whoop-de-whoop crying and shit. Y'all gotta go. Jay Prince is the one in all black. Always. In all death. That's what I call all black death. He's always in all death. He walked over there. He tapped Quavo like, man, come on, man. Get your people, man. Y'all gotta go. Ain't no sense of just crying and shit. He dead, man. He gone. Y'all gotta go. Quavo get up. No, what I'm gonna do? Next thing you know, if I'm not mistaken, I listened to the video like 7 to 10 times. It looked as if I watched somebody walk behind Jay Prince, and he turned around, kind of spooked out, and you could see he was clutching. He had that bitch. And why he turned around, this is when Quavo is saying he's up off the ground, coming towards the camera like, no, why? And I hear what sounds to me is gunshots at the end of the video, and the video goes off. I watched that video 7 to 10 times, and I keep saying that the truth don't change. And that's exactly what I heard. That's what I heard. That's a possibility. Jay Prince Jr. and the team, Mob Ties, could have possibly shot in the air just to get them out the way. Cause y'all crying over a dead man. He dead. The police about to come. We all hot. Everybody hot, man. Moving around. Y'all know how this shit go. Stop playing. But Quavo, where you fucked up at? Check this out, Playboy. Come here. Let me talk to you. Where you fucked up at? That's your brother. You hear me, Quavo? That's your brother. You're supposed to be your brother's keeper. Through life and through death, you were supposed to stay by Takeoff's side. I don't give a fuck if he wasn't there physically anymore. I'm staying with her. Or him. My brother, my sister, I'm staying with her. That's mine. That's me. That's mine. That's me. That's me. Ain't no fucking way you telling. Go well. Bitches, you smoking dicks? You gotta be smoking big dicks, bitch. I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying right here. Real talk. Can't no nigga tell me to leave my sister or my brother's side. And they lay right there deceased. That's dead. Get the fuck then. Boy, I ain't asking you to stay. What's wrong with y'all? Bitch, I ain't asked y'all to stay right here. I don't need you. Bitch, we ain't come in this world with y'all. Move around. The fuck? But no. Mob ties. They had to have control over the situation. Why? Because they have to be able to control the narrative. Y'all better pay attention to what's transpiring, man. This shit is bigger than Nino. And I say that, I meant that. When Mob Ties say they have a lot of connections, they have a lot of fucking connections. It's nothing for them to get in touch with your gatekeeper in your hood, your community, and get close to them. Did y'all just hear what I said? Y'all remember FBG Duck, right? Y'all remember FBG Cash, right? They both were signed under Rap-A-Lot. Both of them. On the same label. In the same gang. Gangsta's Disciple. From Chicago. In the same crew. FBG. Excuse me, pardon me. And guess what, you all? Lo and behold. Those two GDs was killed like Duke the Jeweler. But the only difference was they got permissions. Boy, Mob Ties got some fucking connections, boy. They got permission. You got to understand. Jay Prince them ain't go touch nobody without getting permission. He old school. This man old school, straight up and down. He go to your big dog. He'll go to your big dog and get the green light without their knowledge. You know they went to Larry Hoover. Y'all remember when Drake and Kanye West was beefing back in the Gap few years ago? When they was beefing, Drake and Kanye West and Jay Prince, about 10 years ago if I'm not mistaken. And Jay Prince, these youngsters may not know, but I remember. Jay Prince met up with Larry Hoover, spoke with Larry Hoover and Kanye West on the behalf of Drake. And that's how the beef got squashed between Drake and Kanye West. Prime example right there. It's a prime example of just what I just informed you all. He's gonna call your big dog. Straight up. Yeah. Bitch, yeah. And get the green light. You know. And that's no different from what took place with FBG Duck, FBG Cash. Yeah, they was killed in Chicago. But we know where that came from. Same thing with Duke the Jeweler. He was a GD too. Killed in Houston. They had to get the okay to kill that GD. When I told y'all, I had to light my weed back up for this. When I told y'all this shit is bigger than Nino, this shit is bigger than Nino. This shit goes deep. I need y'all to hit that CashApp. Real talk. I'm hitting y'all with all this fire information, man. Show me some love, that's all. It ain't about nothing. Reciprocate that love back, real talk. You did. They had to get the okay to touch Duke. And y'all better believe they got the okay to touch Duke. You know? So, same shit that happened with Takeoff. They got the okay to touch Takeoff. Who got the okay to touch Takeoff? Like this. That was a freak accident that took place, right? So I can't say they, meaning mob ties. I'm going deeper and bigger. I'm not talking about mob ties no longer. Jay Prince Sr. no longer. I'm not talking about them or Junior no longer. I'm talking about bigger than them now. Someone bigger than them are calling it. These elites, these higher ups, this is who I'm talking about. The powers that be, PTBs, they're the ones who's calling these shots. Y'all remember the movie Wanted, right? Angelina Jolie and your boy, the black man. Yeah, the numbers came up. Takeoff numbers came up. And how ironically, Takeoff was taken off in Houston. The city of the Houston Rockets. Isn't that a fucking coincidence? Let me smoke to that. This shit wild, G. This is how they make a mockery out of you. This is how they laugh in their face, even in death. Y'all see how they use Whitney Houston death against her, trying to say she OD'd in a tub. And we clearly seen that lady was beat the fuck out of, okay, and killed in that tub. Y'all see how they try to say the same happened to her daughter that ended up in a fucking tub just like her mother and died. Never in the history have I seen that in the history of the United States. A daughter died the same way her mother did. The exact same fucking way. Only difference is Bobby Christina was starved to death. But how ironic. That rich little girl who just was on the edge of inheriting her mother's full inheritance died of starvation. The mockery. Y'all see where I'm going at with this shit, people? I need you all to hear me, feel me. Yes, this shit is deep. So, Takeoff was taken off in the city of the Houston Rockets. Killed at 2:30 in the morning. The age of 28 years old. October 31st. Halloween Day. Yes. The quietest one, the coolest one, the meek and mildest one. The one who couldn't hurt a fly, bitch. The nigga who was too fresh to fight, but bitch could kill you in a dressing competition. This individual. If y'all happen to see Quavo, Offset, start coming out with all type of shit, start moving up on the charts, start getting all type of endorsements, then there y'all have it. Y'all know what it's hitting for. Just don't say a bitch like me ain't tell you. On the real. Y'all know I don't cut. Y'all know. Baby, look, I cut no corners with y'all. Straight up and down. Don't say I ain't try to tell y'all. Real talk. So, question. Have any one of y'all ever wondered what's so special about the South right now? Why is so many deaths transpiring in the South right now? Have y'all ever wondered about that? Just like I mentioned in my last video, y'all. Their whole agenda when this whole drill music came out back in, I want to say 2012, 2011, 2012, when drill music first came out. I never forget, I fell in love with Chief Keef Finito song and his other song, Macaroni Time. I fell in love with it, okay? I'm 32, I'm young now. So, I noticed that when all that music was going on, and when my people from my city tried to practice that music and actually get in that energy, the spike in crime rose tremendously. Excuse me, pardon me. Yes, it did. I told y'all before, they completed their agenda with this music shit, y'all. Their whole agenda was to get that music, the demonic music. This demonic music is what helped them complete their agenda. That demonic music traveled from city to city, state to state, reached every hood, every city. I've watched the most countryest towns, okay, become fucking infested with crime. Bogalusa, Louisiana ain't never had no fucking crime like that, okay? Not Bogalusa, baby Bogalusa, Louisiana having shootouts at the fucking football games, at a high school homecoming football game. So what the fuck is that telling y'all? It's everywhere. If it's in the country towns, it's in a major city near you. You know, y'all, January 1st, this whole purge, this is what they call the Purge Act, will take effect in Chicago first. This shit is going to be coming to every city near you. If you guys don't have any convictions or felonies, arm yourselves. You have a right to bear arms. Y'all need to find a way to protect yourselves and protect y'all families. Because y'all gonna have motherfuckers that's able to come walk in y'all yards, live on y'all porch, live in y'all yards, and y'all can't do the police can't do a fucking thing about it. You know why? Because they go tell y'all that's out of y'all their hands. You have to handle that. The best to your ability. So with that being said, y'all need to prepare. There's going to be a lot of criminals released January 1st. I mean violent criminals, rapists, murderers, bank robbers, carjackers, predators, child predators. They're all going to be released January 1st. And they're starting in Chicago first. Have y'all thought about why Chicago first? Chicago is huge and packed with demonic entity. Just imagine when that just dispersed and spread to every other city. That's their plan. Don't say your girl Sunshine ain't inform you. Don't say your girl Sunshine ain't talking about nothing. Do say you have the opportunity to avoid this shit. Do it. Do it. You know? But back to Takeoff, Quavo, and Mob Ties. Like I was saying, it will be very difficult for the young man that killed Takeoff, which happens to be Takeoff, a friend, affiliate. It would be very hard for him to try to put this on Mob Ties. And that itself should be very spooky to y'all. That itself should be very spooky, mainly because, bitch, they got away with yet another murder. Honestly, y'all need to fuck with my CashApp for real, cause I'm over it, bitch. I'm just dropping too many bombs. Hit my CashApp. Honestly, at this point, they're just blatantly killing folks in our face every 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. Every 3 weeks they're killing folks in our face on the and having the evidence on the World Wide Web. Like, the evidence is literally on video, dog, to the point where the dark web no longer has to exist. Do y'all understand me? You don't have to go to the dark web anymore to see things of this nature. This shit is happening right here, uncensored, right before our eyes. They're doing the shit back to back and getting away with it, bitch. Scot-free. Scotch-free. Because someone else get the fall. Power. Money. Control. Power, money, control. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. So, y'all, why? And I myself, I had to take that back too. Because in my first video, as y'all recall, like I mentioned, why was he at a dice game? Why would Takeoff go to a dice game? I didn't know personally Takeoff shoot dice. I know Quavo shoot dice. I know Offset shoot dice. I remember Offset getting robbed by Lil Baby shooting dice. You feel me? Yeah, I know Quavo a gambler. Because Offset and Quavo gamble together. But I didn't know for Takeoff gambling. I never known for that. I honestly feel like this shit was strategically planned. I hope I'm wrong. I pray I'm wrong. Because the way Quavo got up and left his brother's side while that baby was bleeding out the top of his fucking head with a big ass bullet hole, you heard me? And what's crazy is that had to be, y'all better be showing some love to my CashApp for this one. That had to be a close range shot because of the impact. Because normally, like my cousin baby daddy, he had dreadlocks. And he got hit from a long range. But by him having locks, and as thick as his dreadlocks was, his dreadlocks slowed the bullet down, right? And that shit saved his life, dog. His dreadlocks saved his life. So don't let a motherfucker tell you about your health. But yeah, that had to be a close range shot. All that's going to be determined by the CSI. And they're going to all find there, and that's how they're going to find out. And I thank God for me doing research and seeking the knowledge. That's how they're going to be able to determine whether this shooting was intentionally to kill Takeoff or was actually an accident. And he was actually shooting back at mob ties. So they say. Oh, we gonna find out. They can say what they want on a video. But the CSI, crime scene investigation analyst team, they're gonna find out. You better believe that. So, like I said, I was distraught and hurt also. Because now as I think about it, and it's heartbreaking, y'all. I hope I'm wrong. If I see that motherfucker Quavo, small head, a bug's life body built looking bitch. Quavo looked like one of them Laredans off of Bug's Life. The movie, for real, he really do. If I see that man move up in the industry, dude, we gonna know what's up. Him or his brother, Offset. He ain't off the case. He ain't off. We can't let him off either. Just because we didn't see you in a play, G, that don't mean you have no parts. Because the way your blood brother left his other blood brother on the ground dead and let another nigga tell him, come on, let's go. I wasn't feeling that. That made me feel like he really ain't give a fuck about his brother as much. That's just my personal opinion. I don't give a fuck how y'all feel. I'm standing on that. Is gon' stand on it. You got to know that. So I hope I'm wrong. Quavo, bitch, I hope I'm wrong. But knowing you niggas in this industry, y'all go prove a bitch like me right. Boy, y'all better be showing some love to my Cash App. Because I'm definitely go determine whether I'm going to continue to do shit like this or fall back into something else. Because there's 1,000 ways to skin a cat. But this love and support must be reciprocated. I ain't into taking. I'm not one of those. I don't mind giving. Definitely don't. And I'm giving you all so much knowledge. So much valuable information. Did y'all see that Quavo actually had a video he just made, and he just released some songs. He just released a song called 230. It so happened this song called 230 resonates because he was murdered at 2:30 a.m., right? It's little details like that. They be little shit like that. I can't wait till I get my sound effect. I can't wait till I get my sound effect things. See, this is why I need support from you all, so I could invest into these things. Because when I say shit like that, I could insert little key elements like that to heighten the situation that makes it more dramatic and intriguing, because not only is it factual, it's right on time. So we go watch how this shit unfold right quick, because if y'all haven't noticed, the music industry and the streets has intertwined. Okay? They both has intertwined. And one hand rubs the other hand. Okay? This was Larry's Hoover main objective. Okay? When I say that, I mean, just think about it. Yeah, he's incarcerated. Yeah. But dude's still able to call major shots. I say that to say this. We see how heavily influenced Chicago is to the music industry, correct? Correct? Okay. We've been noticing over the past, 2-3 years, how Chicagoans, Chicago natives have been being targeted all over the U.S. And I'm speaking of rappers and affiliates of rappers, how these individuals has been targeted, okay? Targeted, hunted, and KILLED, all right? It's something, I ain't gonna even say it's something. I noticed, and in my first video with Duke the Jeweler, I didn't want to accept that, but I definitely see it because they're constantly showing us this. The South is not fucking with up north, the Chicago. The South do not fuck with Chicago like that. Yeah, they might fuck with them to a certain extent. Other than that, you know. So it's nothing to give up blood sacrifices of individuals that you don't fuck with. It's much easier to give them up. If I don't fuck with my half brother like that, and me and him ain't on that level like that, excuse me. Yeah, me and him ain't on that level like that. I can't stand that nigga. Nah, I'm not that fucked up. I still couldn't do no shit like that. But for money, these niggas will do anything. Get a grandma up. Kanye West gave his mom up. Jennifer Hudson gave her whole family up. Shall I go on? Okay. So there y'all have it. I do have some more information to drop regarding this takeoff situation. I just can't put my finger on it right now. However, all the hints and all the evidence leading up to Takeoff's death and demise, it was put out there to us in his very last songs he dropped, his very last videos he made. It was subliminal messages to indicate to us what was about to transpire. You go look at his last video, that's the satanic video. He in a red room, a dark red room. Then the video starts off in a position like he's dead. Basically, he manifested his death. However, the executives at the label, they know that. The director of the video knows that. But the artists, they don't really know that. They may know it to some extent, but they may fear, oh, no big deal. Yes, very big deal. I got caught smoking on camera just now. Oh my God, I am so embarrassed. I cannot believe that, you all. But anyways, I was just thinking, I really got caught up in a thought right now. I was just thinking, y'all, because I haven't asked you guys' opinion regarding this topic. I want to know how you guys feel regarding this whole takeoff situation. I know in my first video, I was really upset because I didn't have the full information of what transpired. I really thought he was a participant at the dice game. But to hear that this young man was just watching a dice game happen, watching his brother shoot dice, and an argument happened between him and his brother and the other guys, J. Prince Jr. and them, who was shooting dice. They pulled out a gun. The Migos and them pulled out a gun. Shots went off. Takeoff stood up instead of ducking and got hit in the head by his own people because his own people ain't have a clear line of fire. It's really heartbreaking because all this shit could have been avoided, bro. All that shit could have been avoided, but this what just shows me that this was a ritual blood sacrifice, because like I said, the way that motherfucker Quavo jumped up from his brother body as if he ain't really give a fucked with me. That ain't sit with me too well. That bothered my spirit. I'm gonna tell y'all the God honest truth. And then the bitch had put on crocodile tears. That bitch nigga had on crocodile tears. He wasn't even crying for real. You didn't even see no tears coming out that man's face. I didn't. I hope I'm not being too harsh on him, you guys. Because I'm gonna be honest, he did lose his brother. I don't want to be being too harsh on him, but I'm just saying this is what my personal thoughts is. Because you couldn't get me to get up from by my sister and my brother and they laying down there dead. No nigga go tell me to get up and move around. No, bitch. No. See how they fuck with me just now? See, even the thought of that fucks with me. You feel me? So morally, nah, that shit don't sit with me, G. So how do y'all feel about that? Like, I want y'all to get down in the comments. Let me know. I literally made a 57-minute long video. Get in the comments. Let me know. This is literally the longest video I ever made. I hope I get as much love as I put into it into this video back. Once again, I'm asking you guys to support my channel. Donate anything to the Cash App. The Cash App is down below in the description bar. I do appreciate your assistance. I appreciate you all just coming to my channel to listen. I told y'all I had some vital information, and hey, here it goes. So y'all go ahead, jump in. Anything y'all want to know, ask. Your girl Sunshine the OG. I'm out. You gotta know that.